Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Bavarian, and as you can see, I am finally in a vassal contract in which I can say the words, this video is about Crusader Kings III. This is a video sponsored by Paradox Interactive. It is a gameplay video. We're going to jump right into the world of Crusader Kings III. Essentially the goal was, hey, pick a lifestyle, pick a character and make something happen. You know, have fun. And it's not that hard to have fun, I will tell you that much. And I looked around and I, looked at these two fellas. Not at this guy, that's our father, Bretislav II of Bohemia. I'm more interested in the son, the 8-year-old kid that stands there and is so super cheeky and aggressive looking. Why is he looking like he's gonna beat me up? And frankly, I'll believe it. I do buy into the idea that he can beat me up. I have gigantic plans with this fella. He's the grandson of Bretislav I, and he was insane. He was known as Bohemian Achilles, and for a good reason. He went over to Germany, found a woman that he liked, and he just straight up kidnapped her, never to be punished for it, and apparently their marriage was quite the good one. Maybe they actually just ran away together, I'm not sure. But here's what matters. This guy fought the Hungarians, he fought the Polish, and he fought the Germans, and he won against them all until his Achilles heel was activated, and that is being betrayed by his own vassals and bishop. Now let's pray that that doesn't happen to us, but I have big plans. I want to make Bretislav II into the ruler of Bohemia and into the most prestigious ruler out there. Now historically his ancestor wanted to create a big Slavic state so that, there could be a counterweight to the Germans. Maybe we can get that done as well. Let's check out where we start. Our start here is honestly pretty nice, because we have two counties here in Bohemia, inside of the Holy Roman Empire in 1066, of course. Our father is the Duke of Bohemia here. He is Duke Bretislav II, and we do not stand, just for the record, to inherit Bohemia because it is house seniority, but maybe we can do something about that. Now we start as a pretty alright kid, we are honest, we're generous, and we are also compassionate, and then not just that, we also rule over two amazing counties with 6 holding slots each. This is free real estate. Now all of this already looks pretty good, but this is not everything yet. Our mother was a princess of Hungary, and she left us with a rightful claim to the Hungarian throne, and I mean, we have to claim our birthright, eh? Now all of that is nice, but we gotta cover the bases, and I think this is a good start. Let's get a betrothal going here to the daughter of Robert the Fox, because hey, the Normans down in southern Italy are true adventurers, and maybe I can learn a thing or two from them. I think that would be nice. This marriage hopefully secures an alliance as well that then kind of will function to, take down Hungary. That would be the dream. I hope it works. And honestly, just look at how peaceful Bohemia looks. Such a beautiful, beautiful sight. I hope nothing ever happens to it. I hope that I can protect it instead of having it burned down. I mean, just look at this. If I could put some castles down here, that would be amazing. Such a good defensive position there as well against the Germans. And oh wow, big F in chat. A father just died. A twist of fate. Damn, that barely any time in. I don't actually know what happened there. I think he must have served in the Emperor's army, maybe. The new heir there is one of the brothers. Yeah, right. Our uncle took over and then another uncle would inherit. And we have our brother as our heir now. Huh. Bohemia no longer in the control of my father. We got explicit claims because of that, actually, right? Because he passed away while holding the titles. Damn, Conrad. I guess I'll have to fight you over the land. The rest of our childhood was quite uneventful. Look at that. We are coming of age, and not just that, we have become a grey eminence. Look at that. Oh my god, we're so horrible at everything else. But when it comes to diplomacy, let me tell you, if you want to kill me, go ahead, I cannot stop you, but if I can talk you to death, I will do it. Now, our father being dead and us being grown up means two things right away. First of all, we need to choose our lifestyle focus. I mentioned that earlier. Look at these bonuses, by the way. I really like the prestige bonus there. We're going to focus on majesty, because I would like to emulate, of course, the legend. Now, the second thing that comes up is, we focus on a lifestyle there, but we also need to be a bit stronger for ourselves, and I think we can do that by creating a cadet branch. If we get that done, then we will be in a position where we can kind of, fight for the control of not just Bohemia, but also of our house, and I think that is what a hero would do, and I do desire to be a hero, so let's do that. And look at that, yeah, I really like that. So I don't know what the name Bretislav Krumlov means, but I can tell you I really like the house sigil there, because this is of course the sigil of our family and then of Pilsen, of our primary county, and the lion looks like the real Bohemian lion from back then, the anime lion. Look at that image. I love that image to pieces. Oh, and wow, look at that. Victory through God. What a super cool title there. Claim for Bohemia? Absolutely. I need many of my fellow vassals to rise up together with me and give me my rightful land, please. I also did notice that Prokop of Boleslav right here owns this county that we have a claim on. Oh, look at that. Our uncle actually losing a fight here against Nordgau. Oh god, please don't come over. Anyway, you know what? Let's start out strong here. Let's start out strong by taking you down. This county will be mine. Right. Yeah, let's destroy them. I think that we can absolutely crush them. I mean, this guy is so weak. Prokop, you have no chance. Listen to these drums of war. Listen to this spectacle. We're going to destroy Boleslav here, the County of Boleslav that is, and yeah, look at that, they have barely any troops. I mean, this is a tiny, tiny wall, things considered. Oh, and he's running to the mountains, very smart actually. He tries to defend in the mountains, but listen, here's the thing, I'm not even gonna go to the mountains, I'm just gonna siege down your holding and be done with it. Told you, not a single battle. They lost the fight without even losing a single man. Get out of here, this is my territory, nobody claims my Bohemia, you hear me? I gotta tell you, with every minute that passes, I hate our uncle more, because we are marrying and at the same time we're being sieged down. Please don't kill me in this siege, I swear to God. Now we're finally married, we take the prestige of course, let's hope that we get plenty of children, let's hope that this is the one true pairing. Oh, we're no longer ill, also quite nice. The one true pairing that, you know, my grandfather also had with Judith. And you know, I'm thinking about this. I said earlier, I of course want to like have as much prestige, become a legend, but we also need friends, right? So, becoming a diplomat, I mean, I don't know, the bonuses in the prestige tree and the August tree are so nice. I want to become the most well-respected ruler in the world, and you know what? Let's do it. Let's commit to it. I'm in. This is going pretty well. I think the next step is definitely swaying Ota the not so handsome. We got so many members already. If we get him in as well, then rebellion is a certain victory. Wait, what? Did my father-in-law just kidnap my wife? Did you just imprison my wife? Why would you do that? Do you want war? What is actually going on there? Robert, explain. Oh no. Yeah, that's that's Crusader Kings, I guess. Yeah, I think with that, there goes the hope for the one true pairing. I don't think Bretislav II still believes he will find actual love here. His Judith probably does not actually exist. You know, we are pretty good Christians actually. We got rid of that woman. We of course are very virtuous. And yet God hasn't really helped us. You know, we're still not ruling over Bohemia. That is in the hands of our uncle. But you know who has noticed that we're a good Christian? God didn't, just for the record. But you know who has? The Pope. Plus 100 opinion. And not just that, you know what we can do with that? Oh, baby. That's what we can do with that. We now not just only have a claim on Bohemia. Thank you, dear Pope. Papa, I really appreciate it. Bohemia, Hungary, Poland. Does it get any better? Huh, would you look at that? Our uncle died, and it seems to be a dynastic sport to die in battle or to the wounds thereafter. Wait a minute, who has become the new Duke of... Oh no, it's the handsomeness himself, and he's handsome again! His wounds healed. That is why he wouldn't join the faction. I swayed him the entire time, but he was like, I'm gonna be the next Duke, screw you. Alright, this... Okay, I'll be straightforward with you right now. I have no idea whether we can take Ota, but if we do not press our faction demands right now, he's too handsome. He can't be trusted. He would rule for an eternity. Now, my army isn't the best. My troops aren't in the condition of actually winning. I hope that we can still pull it off. You know, half of the people here will rebel with me, and maybe that'll be enough. I really, really hope that it will be enough. Or maybe it's just gonna accept. Nope. Well, now it's war, right? This is gonna be difficult. I don't know whether we can pull this. Here's Prague, and then everything, of course, into Moravia in the north there. We have the allies down there, then Boleslav and Zatech, as well as our own land. Let's hope that we can coordinate, because this is gonna be a tough one. A real war for once. Oh, 3.6k. Oh, no, no. Okay, I don't think that he believes in love anymore, but I think he believes in alliances. So, I think we're going to grab Tatiana here for the alliance with Slavonia. Without Slavonia, no joke, this is a lost war. We're not coming out of this one alive. This was a very premature declaration. Wait, look at that. I definitely started something here. Austria came in as well. This is a massive civil war now. Remember when I was like, oh yeah, I want the best for the country and I will do everything in my power to secure it. Look at this. I actually think I like plummeted the entire country into disaster. Everything is occupied. I think we can win now. I think we got this. But oh my god, this will take a while to recover from. Never forget today. Today my butt was saved by Slavonia. I would have lost this war a million times over. And Slavonia was like, oh yeah, okay, we can have an alliance. I would have actually been decimated. And after 6 years, 6 long years to take Bohemia, 6 years! We finally take Bohemia. Look at that, we actually take all these counties because he's going to be banished from Bohemia as a whole because, you know, he is the Duke of Moravia as well. It's done. Finally. Oh, he did not actually become the Duke of Moravia. That stuff splintered. Well, I mean, it's the beginning here, eh? You know, it's honestly really good stuff that we set out, you know, in the footsteps of our grandfather, unified Bohemia with Moravia, and now we splintered it all. The entire East is lost, no authority there at all anymore. We did not take over all of Bohemia, including this, like, useless stuff in the north, but we do, of course, want to give that out. I really just care for this core here, this really great, tall core. We need to reconciliate our entire family. Seriously, we need to repair a bunch of relationships. And here's a good way to really show off what sort of disaster I caused in Bohemia. This control thing that the Marshal can do, which essentially makes it so the higher your control is, the more you can actually get the resources in that province. We are not in control. Prague itself, Dudleby, Pilsen as well, completely demolished. Any infrastructure is practically gone. Right, and one of the perks gave us the... Oh, that prestige gain, I really like that. One of the perks gave us the ability to actually commission an epic, and I think we want to do that. It costs a bunch of money, but... You know, if I don't do it right now, this prestige would definitely be amazing. If I reach another level of fame, I mean, that would just be so good for our character. Who is going to write the family epic? You know what? Let's be real here. If we're gonna write this, if we're gonna bring the family back together, you have to do it with as much money and as excellent a writer as is humanly possible. My family epic seems to be progressing well, and some lines already sound like they will be quoted for decades to come, but Helena has a lot of questions about the focus on the story. It would be easier to answer if she wrote it all first. Then I could tell her what I dislike about it, but she insists she needs answers now. This would give us prestige. If it's about my destiny, then this would be renown, the family history, right? And then truthful as possible is for piety. This is all in the name of the family. I mean, the prestige would be very nice, but I think we need to focus on the family history, so be generous. Oh my god, a Life of Glory, level of fame impact plus 100%. So right now we get plus 10 opinion. The next level plus 20. Are you out of your mind? That is insane. We will be beloved by all. An excellent epic. Let's go. Helena has completed my family epic, and what a glorious poem she has composed. It has high drama, moral quandaries, and tense duels. Everything my family has been forged from is in there. Even the part with the hewing of the mountains, seemingly so far-fetched, has become a touching moment outlining the destiny of my house. Of course, I'm hewing the mountains all the time. What is this commission? Excellent family. Plus 5 prestige per month. Are you out of your mind? That is beautiful. My god, this tree just doesn't stop. Diplomacy per level of fame plus 1. I will not leave this building until we have 1 million diplomacy. This is great. You know, it's always fascinating to me. In Crusader Kings, you can do so many things and yet have very little impact. The last 12 years for Bohemia were insane. Think about it. 6 years of strife and struggle. The family that rules these lands completely separated, fighting each other. And then 6 years of peace, family poems and epics and commissions and being bankrupt because I'm paying a lot. But, you know, I guess the price was quite high. We did lose all of Moravia in this process, and despite Bohemia recovering, the power of our family has not recovered ever since. You know, I think we have to make a pivotal choice right here. We've done so much and yet so little, but we have so much bigger dreams. And if we actually want to go through with them, if we want to honor our ancestor and strengthen our dynasty, we have to take radical steps. I mean, he doesn't believe in love anyway, so let's just break this betrothal. Let's be real, it helped us taking over Bohemia, but it won't be as much help as Ruthenia can be. You know, if I were to get betrothed to, let's say, Feodora, for example, could lead to a situation where the East Slavs will help us, the West Slavs, actually pushing my claims, making it so that the Middle Slavs evolve. No, okay, that's nonsense, of course, but I think this is our way to glory. We have to think bigger now, because this is the dream. Unite the West Slavs, Pomerania, Bohemia, and Poland unified in one kingdom. If we could pull that off, we would truly be better than Bretislav I, and we gotta think big for that, right? So let's start with our birthright. Let's take Hungary and make it clear that we are the primary power here. Now remember, I spent all that time unifying our family, and the reason for that is that we can do this. Look at that. We spent some renown and we call in all of these independent counts in Moravia. We may not rule over them, but they still abide by our call. We are the center of this family and of this region. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? Hungary staring into the abyss of a unified Bohemian dynasty and Ruthenia. You are dead, son. And now witness the sheer might of Bretislav II. Mind you, he's not in that army, and mind you, he's not even that great at, like, having a good army, but he's good at making allies, and he is good at determining when it's worth going to war. And this crown, the Hungarian one, will be ours in no time. Oh, and I just noticed, look at that, the Ruthenian troops are standing back over there because they know that the fight is won, and they're just like, we're just guarding the rear here. Very nice. And while we are smashing the Hungarians, I think it is time that we say, okay, you know what, this August tree is finished. We are the true majesty. Look at that. Look at these nice bonuses, man. Our prestige and our diplomacy is through the roof. We are so respectable. This focus tree is amazing. Seriously, I'm absolutely having a blast with it. And you thought it couldn't be done. Finally, after all of this, the crown of Hungary is resting on the right head. It's of course our head. We are the king of Hungary, as we should have been ages ago, and I think now is the time to say, you know what? I want more. And honestly, the best part about this is none of these people actually hate us. We have infinite diplomacy and they love it. See, I didn't even tell you about the first crusade starting because we're not going, but look at that, it's actually quite balanced. 19k on the Christian side and then 17k on the Muslim side. Honestly, that's nice. Alright, so we're going to stay in diplomacy, but we are going to the foreign affairs thing, and we're going to become a diplomat because, you know, we're bad at everything else, so let's stick with what we're actually excellent at, and that is diplomacy. Now, this is working out in a bit of a roundabout way, but we are now becoming the king of Bohemia, and I think we're going to make Bohemia ultimately, you know, our primary title here, because, I mean, Hungary, let's be real, we're not even Hungarian. This should mean that we also get back the lands in Moravia. And here you go. We are the better Austria-Hungary, and that is because we are without Austria. Now, with that being said, we are pretty stable. Our realm is honestly doing very, very fine, and I think now's the time that we actually just keep on pushing. We're having a good run, and, you know, Poland shouldn't be stopping it. So I actually waited for almost a year, because Poland has so many allies. France, everything. Look at this. Poland, Sweden, France. But I think we can take them. I think this is risky, but sometimes you just gotta go. And this is one of those times. You know, I think I may have just started the First World War. Look at that. Oh my god. Sweden, France, Poland, Ruthenia, and then me? Let's do this. And I think this war is exactly where we overtake Bretislav I. We are taking Krakow. Something that not even he was able to do. And look at that. We actually imprisoned a couple of the sons. Yeah, look at that. 2 sons here of Boleslav II, the Bold. We will be victorious. Oh, wow. A betrothal that actually ends up with a marriage that hopefully will not be ended by her having intercourse with her brother. Please, game, spare me of that happening a second time. Theodora, you are now my wife. You know, sometimes in life, it really does feel as though everything you do is useless. You know, it takes you too long, there's no immediate success. But then when every chess piece is in place and you can execute your strategy, boom. Have a massive, massive Bohemia. Poland, Czechia, well, Bohemia, of course, and Hungary, unified. Now, the thing about this is, to do the West Slav thing, I now need to do a couple of, like, very tiny wars. Nothing too exciting, but I think we have this. Oh, look at that. It actually was a successful crusade. King Elenard of Jerusalem rules in this region. Let's hope he rules for a long time. I doubt it, though. And we actually get to have a legacy here. I feel like, I mean, I would love to go with warfare. It's just so good, the knight effectiveness there. But I feel like honestly, let's go with glory. Because this is the only thing that really is on the mind of Bretislav II. And, you know, let's just make sure that this stays in the family. And oh wow, it actually happened. We finally have a daughter. Now, I decided to name her Judita because that is the Czech version of the name Judith, which is our grandmother. You know, that the one that the Bohemian Achilles captured and took away towards Bohemia. I hope that she will be a good heir. Only child so far. Oof, and I have now conquered enough to actually be able to form Pomerania, which means that I then get the Euro claim, so this will make everything much, much easier. And we need to conquer the entirety of Pomerania, just for the record, for the Unite the West Slavs decision. And as I'm finishing up the last war, seriously, the last war, we're also finishing up the diplomat tree. That was excellent, because it takes away the penalties for truce breaking, making everything much, much easier. We are going to be done here in a second. Wow. And oh wow, this is legitimately the last war. Once this is over, I have Rügen, which is the last part of Pomerania that we need to own to do this. And here we go. We can actually unify the West Slavs. The kingdoms become one kingdom essentially. They properly get unified, and it is one realm that is viewed as de jure. The West Slavs united. Look at that. We get some random tech there. That's okay. And we do get the nickname the Wend. That is very cool. I am in love with that. Now let me just check the actual de jure. There you go. You know, I wish Prussia was ours, but look at that. And look at that awful mega Holy Roman Empire. It's time to press our independence demand. I think we can win a civil war here. We definitely have the edge over the Holy Roman... Oh! He just let me go. The Holy Roman Empire has been thinned out. And Bohemia has been thickened. This is gorgeous. We could actually literally die right now, and I think we wouldn't miss on anything, because we did everything we needed to do. We are greater than Bretislav I. Well, and there you go. It didn't take us much longer to die. This was a great run with this character. Now it is on Judita to take over. Honestly, I'm not sure that she's actually going to manage this, but what a great run. I am so happy how this turned out. He had such a great lifetime. He achieved so much, and he was so true to himself as well. He never mistreated his vassals. He had a good time all around. He just pushed the claims that, you know, belonged to him. But in the end, I gotta tell you, this doesn't seem to look like something that's gonna last. Oi, oi, oi. And with that, the extraordinary and legendary story of Bretislav and the West Slavs comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you Paradox Interactive yet again for sponsoring this video. I hope that you are excited for Crusader Kings 3 and ready to tell your own stories. I will see you later. Alligator.